So, assuming that you already have a proven system to book yourself a hell of a lot of meetings, this guide should make it pretty simple and pretty clear on how you can leverage other people to book a hell of a lot more meetings and just scale up an existing system for appointment setting that you already have, right? And just make it a whole bunch of money because of that, right? Key points before starting that I wanted to address: if you are going to go ahead with this, don't be lazy. You should only think about hiring commission-based appointment setters or closers, even if they're not on a commission basis, once you have a winning angle, right? You want to have a winning angle, proven metrics, and most importantly, an already functioning appointment booking system that you know, if I send this amount of messages, I'm going to get this amount of opens, this amount of appointments set, whatever it may be. Just because it's pretty unethical to hire people strictly on a commission basis, right? Without the above, right? If you still want to proceed, make sure they get paid either per call that you book. Even if you do this, you need to have an existing system. But if you don't have this yet and you want to scale up with them, you can hire them on a monthly fee, right? So before doing any of this, you need to have this whole process SOP'd, right? So you need to just basically line up everything that you want these people to do, because they literally should just be following a clear guide, right? They should know exactly how to send the messages, exactly how to respond, and everything should be systemized, documented, and laid out simply for your setters, closers, or in this case, setters for them to follow, right? So these were some of the SOPs and setting training that we had for our setters, right? Literally, there's everything in here, right? How to use metrics and CRM, right? There was a metric sheet we had, where to find outreach scripts, follow-up chains, like to follow up with engaged prospects, how they could get paid, right? How that all works, how to find the right leads to message on LinkedIn and Facebook in our case, how to actually book in the leads. So we had a whole template on appointment setting and booking people in once they'd responded positively. We had a whole daily workflow, right? Literally the exact things they needed to do every day to get the intended results, personal notes, stimuli hub, so it's basically just contained everything they needed in one place, prospect sheet, and then a payouts SOP. So you can see everything was documented here, and it made it very, very simple for them to know exactly what it is they needed to do, right? So this is what you need before starting. You need a working system. You need to have everything documented, and then you can go ahead and go out and find people to do it for you, right? Which is leverage. What to look for. So in this case, it's setters. Since you already have a proven system, you should already have a working appointment booking system that you've built, right? We're really not looking for anything crazy in terms of setters that we're hiring. Number one is just fluent English, or English as their first language. Ideally, English-speaking countries, so US, UK, Australia, Canada, whatever it may be, New Zealand. Proven track record of consistency and discipline. So obviously when we come on to how we're going to get them to apply, we can screen for this and make sure that they have this. Charisma and enthusiasm, the same as the above. Your process, it shouldn't require a huge amount of skill or talent, because literally, like it says here, whether or not your setters will succeed should literally come down to if they can follow the instructions that you've laid out. Because you already have a working system if you're doing this properly, right? So all they need to do is follow it to get that intended result. In terms of the hiring process, what you want to do is you want to join Facebook groups. Let me just delete this down here. Perfect. So you want to just join Facebook groups, right? You want to post job info, example job post, right? Join as many Facebook groups as possible. Like I can load up my Facebook right now and just show you what it looks like. Why it's coming up on the feed. Let me just unfollow this guy real quick. Oh my god, a dating coach. Okay, that's not ideal. Yeah, so go on the groups you've joined. So like you said, I've joined like so many of these groups. Like I joined them when I was looking to hire a closer, right? Like just groups like this, and you literally just search like high ticket appointment setting, right? And you can find a hell of a lot of groups for this. Look, like high ticket sales, remote, okay, that's for sales, but appointment setters, high ticket appointment setting, right? Digital marketing agency owners, you can post in there. High ticket appointment setters, right? There's tons and tons of these groups that you can join, and really effective. So once you've joined these groups, you may have to wait. Like for example, some of them, like if I join this one's public, so I can, actually most of them will be public, but some of them will have these, these things that you need to fill out beforehand, right? So you do that, maybe wait a few hours to join, but some of them won't even have these, so you can just start posting straight away. All right, go back into here, and essentially you post a post in these Facebook groups, right? And as many of them as you can, the more the better, right? And you want to post a post that goes over exactly what you're looking for in a setter, what's in it for them. So in terms of what you're looking for, you can have put these characteristics in there. What you're looking for, what's in it for them. So value equation, talk about how much like the on-target earnings are going to be, how much they're likely going to have to work per week, whatever it may be, and a call to action saying, okay, just message me saying, setter, if you are interested in moving forward with this. The more specific you are with this, the better, genuinely, because you're writing this one time for hundreds, probably thousands of people to see if you post it in enough groups. So it's very, very high leverage to actually make this post good, right? And then from there, you can create a Google form. And I can pull up the form that we used for hiring setters. It's very simple. Literally just full name, your email, what's your WhatsApp number so I can reach out to you on there. Go to Loom, record a video about yourself, your work experience, and why we should hire you. Make it 3 to 5 minutes, paste the link here. Past work experience, that was already, I think, covered in this. Can you commit to working 5 days a week? Are you able to use your own LinkedIn profile? Any specific characteristics, like maybe if you're hiring a commission-based cold caller, you could be like, are you able to use your own like mobile number, whatever it may be. Like you could probably sort that out for them, but that's just an example. What other ventures are you working on at the moment? This is really important because obviously you want most of their time to be put into this. But if you have it all SOP'd out, and you have a proven angle and they just have to respond to messages, you have it all automated, which is what we had. They literally were just booking people in. Like they could have other stuff going on, so it wasn't too big of a problem. When are you able to start? Immediately, 1 to 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, whatever. So we had all of that down. So what you want to do is you want to create that form, and then once you've done that, I can't do it because I'm not logged into the right Google Drive account on here, but you want to basically respond to the Facebook DMs and send people the form, right? So send as many people the form, everyone that's interested, get them all to apply, sorry. If you get someone message you and they you send them the form and they don't fill it out, don't follow up on them, because if they can't even be bothered to fill out the form, right, then you shouldn't have to follow up to someone to get them to be interested in your job opportunity. It's really not a good impression. You probably don't want to hire someone that you had to follow up on to get them to apply, right? So send people that form. What you can do after that is, I don't have the option to do it here, but you can basically just turn the responses into a Google Sheet. So you can really clearly see all of the responses, and then you can clearly look over it and just see what people you want to interview. The reason I put interviewing if needed as the next step is because sometimes you don't have to you actually won't even have to interview people, because what they need to do is so simple, and you can just get enough of a sense of what they're about just from the video that they've recorded. So again, wait a day or two for the applicants to submit their form. The more forms you get, the better, the more applicants. Aim for at least 20 to 40. Some of them may not be a good fit. Decide who you want to interview. Again, these are the characteristics they should have. Effort, the more effort they put into filling out that form, the better. If the video is good, if they have great answers, if they've really put good time into making it a good application, then that should really be a great first impression for you, and you should really think deeply about you should consider those people more. Create a spreadsheet, turn it into a spreadsheet, have at least 5 to 10 people. Again, you can do the interviews. To be honest, I would do it again. If they were just 15-minute Calendly events, even if you just phone them up, again, that's okay. But again, if you do face-to-face calls, you can just kind of see how they turn up to the call, how they carry themselves, and that goes a long way as well. So it can be really straightforward. It can literally be 5 to 10 minutes, because sometimes you'll speak to someone and literally within the first 3 minutes, you might not think they're a fit, which is fine, which is why we have that video application they have to do, just so you can see if they're not a complete idiot or not, right? You need to ask them about their goals, if they've shown consistency or discipline, what would make this opportunity the best for them, what would make it the worst for them. So get them to kind of give you an idea of what they think they're going to be doing, right? It's important. if they have any questions about the role, just give a really brief overview of how it works. They should ask you questions. Like, it's a great way to know if it's a good hire or not is if they teach you something. Like, if they're asking you good questions that make you think, like, take that on board, right? Really important. So store the Zoom recordings in your spreadsheet so you can really go to making a decision better. Once you've done at least 5 to 10 interviews, just decide on who to hire. The best candidate, it should be pretty obvious. Like, you should know, if you found the right person, you should know, okay, I definitely want to hire these people, right? Send over an agreement, right, with terms that you have about working with your company, whatever it is. Onboarding, make sure they're onboarded, all good, right? Create a Slack channel for the setters to communicate, WhatsApp, whatever you use. Make a Slack channel for discovery calls. So they're going to be booking you in discovery calls or whatever it is. So make sure you have a channel for that where all the setters can see all the calls they've been booking. And then send them the SOPs, send them the whole system and get them on board, right? Arrange a call with them once you have them on board just to answer any questions they have, because they will have questions and it can save a huge amount of time if you can answer them all on a call rather than just going back and forth over messages. And get their bank transfer details so you can make payments easily. Create a Calendly event identical to the one you currently have. Add their initials to it so you can track which appointment came from who. So basically you want to have like a master appointment sheet where you have like the information of whoever booked in, and then you give all the setters a corresponding link, and then that link basically populates into that spreadsheet, and you can see what came from, like what appointment came from which setter, so attribution becomes really easy. Right, this is an extremely brief overview of how to hire commission-based setters. Basically, the exact same principle can be applied to commission-based closers. And this is a great way to book a hell of a lot more meetings once you already have a working system. Right, I would not recommend anyone to do this until they've figured out appointment setting or closing for themselves, whatever they're hiring for. So hopefully you found this video valuable. If you want more like this, just let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.